Hello and welcome to Vegas Aces Q&A. I'm your host, Heather Ferris, and on today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to change your table layout from blackjack to 3-card poker. This is great for people who own their own table, but always feel like they're stuck with one game. Once you know how to change your table layout, you can have a variety of different games to choose from. Now, if you have any trouble with this process, or if you feel like you can't change your table layout, then no worries, I have the perfect solution for you. The Any Game layout lets you play any game you want, so that way you'll never have to change your table layout ever again. I just bought a used blackjack table and I need to change the layout so I can practice a different game. How do I change my table layout into something new? Casinos employ carpenters to build their blackjack tables and to also change the table layout when they need to. You'll usually see these people in the casino late at night changing a table layout or two. I'm not sure the exact procedure that they use to change their table layout, but I'm going to show you what I do to change my table layout. The first thing you'll want to do is remove anything that's loose on top of the table. This includes the cards, the paddle, the bank with all of the chips in it, the past couple weeks of mail, your keys, and anything else you've been tossing on your table while you haven't been using it. With a Phillips screwdriver, unscrew the screws that are holding down the discard rack and the drop box cover and remove them from the table. If your padding cover is screwed into the table, then you'll need to unscrew that as well. Lift the padding cover off the table and set it to the side or up against the wall. Now it's time to remove the layout. The layout is usually kept in place with staples from a staple gun, so use whatever tool you have for removing staples from a staple gun. I normally use my trusty pocket knife that I've had forever. This pocket knife gets the staples out far enough that I can use a pair of pliers to pull the staple out the rest of the way. After spending some time taking out all of the staples, you're now able to remove the table layout. You'll notice that the table is just a slab of wood with a foam-like covering over it. If you need a foam-like covering but you don't know where to find one, I've provided a link in the description below. Place the new game layout onto the table and spread it so that it fits the entire width and length of the table. Now is a good time to smooth all of those wrinkles out. Once that's done, it's time to use the staple gun and stretch the layout. It's called stretching because you're actually stretching the cloth so that there are no wrinkles or slack anywhere on the table. When you first start off, keep in mind that the layout is not attached to anything, so there is no need to stretch because all that would do is move the layout out of position. We need to get a few staples in first before we can start stretching. I'll usually start on the side of the table and put a few staples in before moving across from my position. I'll make sure the layout is in its correct position before very gently stretching it. I'll keep in mind that I don't want to move the layout too much, but I do want to get rid of any wrinkles that might be on the table. And then I'll keep moving from area to area, all of the while stretching the fabric so that there are no wrinkles or slack in it. Keep doing this until the entire area has been stretched and stapled down. Once that's done, we need to put everything back. Place the padding cover back on the table and screw it in. Place the bank back into its hole. Place the discard rack and the drop box cover in their correct positions and screw them into the table. You have just successfully changed your first casino table layout. Congratulations! Now you can play any game you want. That does it for today's show. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments section below. Have you ever stretched a table layout before? What did you do differently? If you're feeling adventurous, then please take a video of how you stretch a table layout, and if it's well done and informative, I'll share it on my YouTube channel and social media. Thanks for watching this episode of Vegas Aces Q&A, and thanks especially to our patrons at Patreon. If you want to help us keep making episodes like this, then please go to patreon.com/VegasAces to learn more.